Marvelous.
Outside foot.
X, X.
Oh, dude.
Let's go. This perk's insane.
Ooh.
Nine.
Oh.
Holy crap. That looks like
know,
a rocket
yeah.
off my... It looked like I had, like, no backswing. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Power header.
That's it.
Hey, power
That's
header and the
beautiful.
heading accuracy upgrade. Oh, I hoed you. Banging it. Oh, this perk is nuts. I haven't done that in like 50 years.
I think it acts like
Nice.
a double hit it.
Oh.
Oh, that was sick. Literally goal central. Holy crap. That was a
Wow.
rocket.
Yep.
Yeah, getting it.
Let's go.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, wow,
Ooh,
wow.
that's far.
Have the perk, have the perk. Should I try the angle? Go in there.
No way.
Hey, again. It's so good, dude. Ooh, that would have been... Wait. Finesse. Oh.
What?
Yep.
Nice. No.
Rabona.
Ooh, he has no idea what just happened.
There you go.
Nice. Wow. You know who that reminded me of?
He's gonna let me go
Chelsea,
baseline. Look at this.
Old manager. Oh gosh. Wow. That was a rocket shit. Just. Oh no. Oh, disgusting.
What's up, guys? This is Lesky. Today I have for y'all a striker build, and it's very good. If I had to use a striker build for the rest of my time on pro clubs, I would probably use something like this. But in this video, we're not really going to be focusing too much on the build, but mostly the perk combo that I rocked with on this build. I wanted to try a striker build with both hot streak and quick reply. I'll get into like what actually those perks do once we get to the perk page for this build, but it is a very good combo and it can make any striker build deadly in front of the goal. So let's get started and take a look at the height and weight first for this build. As you can see, I named this playstyle perk combo because of the two perks I rocked on this build. So the position is going to be striker. You could try a center forward build with these perks and it could still be deadly. Center forwards actually have better shooting stats than strikers this year, other than I think heading accuracy. But I went for striker because they're very overpowered this year. And then for the height, 6 foot, and weight, 149 pounds. I also used the build at 5'10" when I was first using it, and then I eventually switched to 6 foot so I could be more of an aerial threat. So if you want to go 5'10", you'll have a little bit better agility and balance, not much, and then you'll have better pace by a little bit as well. So feel free to go 5'10" if you want, but I felt like I preferred 6 foot for the height. Weight 149, as I already said, and then doesn't matter what foot you want to be. It's really up to you, it's preference, and I decided to go for right-footed. So now let's go to the perk page. I tested this build out for a pretty long time, and that's mostly because I was having a lot of fun using the hot streak and quick reply perks. My teammates also used this build for a bit, so when it comes to the clips in this video, the majority of them will be focused on my player, but some of them will be focused on their players because they did give it a try also. So my main purpose of this video is to try a striker build with hot streak and quick reply. If you read hot streak and quick reply individually, they don't sound that great. Shooting attributes boosted for a short time, 15 minutes after you score a goal, grants you the finesse shot, outside foot shot, and power header trait, and increases your weak foot ability. Doesn't sound amazing because it's not active until after you score a goal, and then it's only active for 15 minutes. And same thing with quick reply. It does the exact same stuff, but it's after your team gets scored on. So if you only had one of these on your build, it wouldn't be that great because you might not get it active a lot. But if you have both of them on the same build, you can actually get these perks active quite often. This is every time you get scored on, and this is every time you score. So sometimes you can have both of them active at the exact same time, and it really does boost your shooting attributes a lot. And it's every single shooting attribute when it comes to heading, finishing, free kick accuracy, volleys, long shots, shot power. everything gets boosted, and it's very cool to have on the build and try it out and just see the power of your shots. And if you have both of them on, I feel like it basically doubles the ability. Like, they don't cancel each other out, I don't think. I could be wrong, but you basically have 99 everything. Like, if you had like 80 shooting and then you have both of these perks on, it's basically like you have 99 shooting stats. It is crazy. And in the clips you all saw in the intro, you'll see that the perks really do make a huge difference. And at first, I did not think these perks were going to be very good at all. I made a perk tier list video ranking all the perks in pro clubs, and I'm pretty sure I put both of these perks very low down on the list. But as a combination on a striker build, it really does allow you to score some amazing goals. And if you wanted to, you could even add clutch finisher. I decided not to because this is only the last 15 minutes of the game and extra time, but it does the exact same stuff. So I decided for like the third perk option, you can do whatever you want, and I chose to go for skilled dribbler. And the main reason I chose this perk for the third option is because it gives you that permanent flare trait as well as increasing the dribbling attribute, but mostly because of the flare trait, because you can do fancy touches, fancy passes, fancy shots, all that stuff, and quick reply and hot shot. That's like one of the only traits it doesn't give you. It gives you finesse, outside foot, and power header, but not the flare trait, unfortunately. So I wanted to make up for that with the skilled dribbler perk. But if you wanted to, you could go for active first touch. It gives you the flare trait as well, but that's only for like your first touch or two. So you can do like fancy touches and fancy one-time passes and like fancy one-time shots. But other than that, it will not work. You could go physical strength. I tried that for like maybe a game or two. Physical strength is very good, but doesn't give you the flare trait. One-time shot could be an option. It'll increase your weak foot, but these do that as well, so it's kind of pointless once you have these active. It'll give you the power header and all the other traits too, so it's kind of an overlap, but it does give you the flare trait and increase your finishing on one-time shots. So it could be good, like if you don't have these two active, so you can get that first goal to get hot streak active. I'm not sure. Tireless runner for the extra stamina, or whatever perk you want to use, you can go for that. But I think skill dribbler is the best option. And the last thing that I want to mention about these two perks is when it comes to the finesse shot and outside foot shot. So there's not any perk on pro clubs that allows you to take a finesse shot or outside foot shot inside the box other than one-time shot. But it only works if you take a one-time shot when you have this perk. But when it comes to these two perks, once you have them active, you can take like multiple touches in the box, dribble inside the box, and then pull off the finesse shot trait. Same with the outside the foot shot trait, and it can really help you finish your chances because those perks are very good. And there's really no other perk, I don't think, unless I'm mistaken, other than clutch finisher that'll allow you to do that. And same when it comes to outside the box. So it's basically like once you have these active, it's basically like you have distant shooter. Honestly, I had more success with these perks than distant shooter. I feel like it's even better than distant shooter. Upgrades your weak foot. We have a 4-star weak foot, so it'll give you a 5-star weak foot, and then it'll increase every single shooting attribute, and then still you'll have the finesse shot and outside foot shot. So I feel like that's pretty cool when it comes to these perks. And I believe that's everything I wanted to cover about these two perks. It's an overpowered combo in my opinion, especially on a striker build, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on it. So let's go to the skill tree for this build. Starting on the physical page, I mostly wanted to upgrade the reactions. So on the left side, I went all the way down to this +5 reactions. We're gonna get this strength, some stamina, +4 strength right here to bump it up to 74. And then right here we get +5 for 3 skill points. And then on the top right, some more stamina, and then +4 reactions, and we get 91 reactions, which is pretty good for a striker build. And we have decent strength. If you want to bump it up more, you could take off the skill dribbler perk and go for the physical strength perk. That could be a good option. So let's take a look at dribbling. And here the stats are very good. We have 90 agility and 80 balance on a striker build. And honestly, I think this is one of the more overpowered striker builds that I have on my channel. It's very well rounded being at 6 foot, got decent strength, pretty good in the air, you have decent height, so you can win some headers. and the dribbling is phenomenal for a 6-foot striker build. So I went for the 5-star skills. You don't have to go for 5-star skills. If you want, you could take them off, save 5 skill points, and put those skill points somewhere else. So on the right side, I basically got everything you see here, except for the second part right here where you get upgrade and balance and attack positioning, and it's 6 skill points. That's way too much. So I got all that stuff, and then on the left went for the skills, and then got this ball control. So we have 89 ball control, 89 dribbling. If you're going to be using the skill dribbler perk, the dribbling will actually be higher than what you see here. It's probably almost like 99 in the high 90s, and then 90 agility, 80 balance. So the dribbling is great on this build. Let's go to passing. And like I do on the majority of my striker builds, I didn't go for any passing upgrades. We just have the base passing stats for a striker of this height and weight, which is 74 vision, 71 crossing, 58 long pass, 77 short pass, and 78 curve. So let's take a look at the shooting page. So since I'm using hot streak and quick reply on this build, I didn't go for a ton of skill points here, and I especially didn't go for the finisher archetype because we don't need those upgrades. Because once hot streak or quick reply is active, it'll basically turn all these shooting stats into the 90s. And if you have both of them active, it's basically like 99 shooting. It's crazy. So on the right side, we already have pretty good shooting stats for a striker build. We're going to go for the 4-star weak foot. Those 2 perks will increase the weak foot to give you the 5-star. So you don't need a 5-star on this build. And then we're going to get this long shots and shot power. Get this 3 finishing and volleys right here to get 92 finishing, 87 volleys, 86 long shots. And then right here, we get some shot power upgrades. I went for this +3 shot power and +5 free kick accuracy, and then another +3 shot power and then +2 penalties as well to bump it up to 83. And honestly, you might not need this shot power right here because we'll still have 80 shot power, and then you could use the 3 skill points somewhere else, but I don't know really where you could use it. Like maybe upgrading the jumping, reactions more, ball control or something, passing. I guess you could upgrade the volleys. So I decided to just go for the +3 shot power. It's pretty good value, and you get a little bit of upgrades and penalties, even though that's not that important. But as you can see, the shooting stats are still very good for a striker build, and they're especially going to be even better with the 2 perks being active or just one of them. So let's go to the pace page. I left off one thing here, and that is this +2 sprint speed for 3 skill points, which I don't think is necessary. But if you want, you could take off that shot power and penalties that I was just talking about and go for the max pace of 92, and that could be a good option. But this pace right here is still very good for pro clubs, and especially for a 6-foot striker. So I have no complaints when it comes to the pace on this build. And if you wanted to, you could use your own perks and just use this build, because I think this is a meta build and one of my favorite striker builds on my channel. Even though it's not a short and like very fast build, you still have good amount of pace. You have solid dribbling. It says 88 dribbling. The shooting stats are nice. Physical ability isn't too bad, especially if you go with the physical strength perk. Like you could do like one-time shot, active first touch, physical strength, skill dribbler, something like that. But I do suggest trying this perk combo, hot streak and quick reply. It doesn't have to be on this build, can be on any other striker build. Just give it a try, and I would love to hear how you got on with it. I think you'll score a lot of goals and have a ton of success. So let me know in the comments how you like this build if you try it out and the 2 perks. And hit that like button on this video and hit that subscribe button on my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.